blogging in Squarespace 7.1 and Squarespace 7.0. So blogging is the same, really, depending on, which version of Squarespace that you're using. You're getting a little sneak peek at something that I'm going to be showing you next week, which is a really cool template designed just for people like us named Basil. But anyway, to get started, you're going to go into Pages for your main menu, and you'll see I'm in 7.1, so it'll look like this. Your icons will look a little different in 7.0, and you just click on Blog. And you see here's just some default blog posts that are already in there. To create a blog post, you're just going to click on this little plus icon, and it's going to pop up here, okay? And you're just going to get started. You can type your content directly into the box, formatting it. You can use blocks and drag and drop just like you do on a regular page. Format it using your different headings and paragraph type. To enter your title, you just come up here and this is my title. If you want to do your blog post in, say, Word or another document editor, you can copy and paste in, but to do so, copy it from your document and then click this little clipboard and make sure that you paste it in here first, and that's going to place it as plain text. What that does is that's going to strip out any app or program specific formatting that gets added in that can leave you with some wonky characters and spacing and so on and so forth. So you just paste it in there and click OK. And once you have everything added the way you'd like, your images and so on and so forth, remember, you can always style them in here by clicking this. You can change your content width here, your text alignment, add and show your categories. You can get rid of that. You can get rid of the author name. You can get rid of the profile if you choose. You can add and subtract all different kinds of different things in here. I always suggest that you do not show the date. That makes your content evergreen, and you can just keep recycling it and it won't be dated. Colors are the same. You can use the default theme, which is just the black and white, or you can style it using, whatever choice that you decide to make for that. I usually just go with a white minimal. Now, the next step that you're going to make is to add your tags and your categories and so on and so forth. And you'll do that by clicking on this little gear icon. And this is the actual default post editing area. I think it's really a pain in the butt. I don't like to work in this little tiny area, so I like to work on the full page and then complete it by clicking on this. And here you'll see you have your title. It's all set up. I don't have any text pasted in, so it's blank. In here you can add tags. So if you don't have any made, like say this is a post about raised beds, you can put raised beds, then hit enter, raised garden beds, and enter raised bed gardening and so on, and just whatever tags you want, just add them and hit the enter sign to get them. Once you've added tags in, the next time that you want to add a tag, and you can they'll pop up here on the tags list. To add your categories, which is going to help you sort, same tags will as well, but categories will really help you sort. Say you do a category on just raised bed gardening, you're going to click post, or click the plus sign, create category, and then raised bed gardening, and click enter. And it's going to create that category, and then just click on it. Sometimes you have to click on it a couple times. I'm not sure why. Just make sure it's on there. I leave the comments on. You can change the setting. I usually have them turned off after 14 days. Draft, this is the default. It's not going to publish for you. You can schedule it, you can publish it right away, or you can mark it for review. Next, you're going to come into the options, and you'll add your thumbnail image here. And you can either search on your computer, or you can, find one. What I usually use a version of whatever I've put in to the actual blog post. So you can upload it from your computer, or you can search for one that you might have already added. you know, if you've already added it in your blog post, it'll be in here. So, you know, I'll just use this little basil here and add that as my thumbnail. Click add to site. In here, if you have your formatting set, it should pick up the title of your blog post. If not, you can change it here. I'm just going to title it Raised Bed Gardening. Always keep your titles very specific. You can write an excerpt here. There's just a little, like one little paragraphed thing. You can set it as a featured post. In your SEO, in here, as you see, we don't have the title. I'm just going to put in Raised Bed Gardening. Oh my gosh, I cannot type today. And in here, you can put in a description, you know, learn all about raised bed gardening with herbs, vegetables. Oh my gosh, see, I can't type. Vegetables, flowers, and fruit. You know, just be very descriptive, but not keyword spammy. In the social, this is, you know, what's going to be shared when people share this post on their social media. Here's the share. You can create this as an email draft. If you only, like, for example, if you only publish, you know, a blog entry once a week, you know, you have a schedule, you can actually set this to be your blog post. And you can create an email draft here where, you know, you just say, you know, here's your email post for the week, blah, 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 blah. You can connect social media accounts so it's automatically pushed out to those accounts. And then in your location, I highly suggest that you put in your location here, at least with your city and state. That way, you know, it's more targeted, and it's going to come up with that tag in there. So when people are searching like your zip code or your city and garden or whatever, it's going to come up that way. So the next thing you have to do is just click apply and you're done. What I like to do, first I'm just going to make sure I click publish, and then that post is going to be published. And you see, you can share it with your followers, blah, 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 and everything else. Now, what I like to do is once I have, like, this is how I want all of my blog posts to look. I'm going to have my title, my category, who it's written by, you know, some tags in here, and this is how I want all of my blog posts to look like. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to click edit, and I'm going to click this little gear icon again, and I'm going to click duplicate, and I'm going to name this template, and I'm going to click save as a draft. And then every time I go to do a new blog post, I can just click on this and I'll use this as my template. I'll make a copy of it, duplicate it right off the bat, and then change one that I have open as my blog post. If you do a lot of custom formatting, like say if you add a newsletter, you know, sign up or something like that, you're going to really appreciate having that in there because it just saves a little bit of time. But that's it. That's it for blog posts. And then, you know, they'll show up here automatically and life is good. So blogging in Squarespace is super easy. So get out there and do lots of it because it's so good for your SEO and to boost your site rankings across the internet. So I hope that helped. If you have any questions, just, you know, hit up the comments and I'll answer you as soon as I can. So thanks a lot for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.